Welcome to my Permadeath series for No Man's Sky, and here we're in the Nexus because at the moment I fancy a little bit of a change of pace, because in the last part we were down on a planet searching for a new base location and I wasn't making that much progress. I found a couple of possible sites, and after I finished that video I spent about another 3 hours covering the planet trying to find locations, and then probably about halfway through that I actually came across a large body of water. So what I'm currently doing is working my way around that coastline, checking out the islands, looking for a location with a level S power generation capability. But I've got a bit bored with that, and so I've come up with the Nexus. Originally I was going to do the community mission, and then I thought, no, I'm not really in the mood for a community mission because I've got so many bits and pieces outstanding. So what I want to do is go and talk to Polo, because one thing I would really like to do is get the Atlas path finished, which is something I was working on before I got distracted by other things, i.e. trying to find a new base location. So hopefully in this part could get the Atlas path finished. I'm just going to come here, ask for not black hole, Atlas path. I'm just going to go out the quick way, and on the... Actually, what I will do is I just want to have a quick check. No, I mean, it'd be quite nice to do that one and get the 2x200 frigate fuel. I was looking to see whether there was another frigate tech mission there. I would have done that. Anyway, let's just get out into space and check the... So let's just get out into space and find where the Atlas station is. Just shoot out into space. I might as well blast some asteroids. I'm getting a little bit low on tritium now. I think in the last video I mentioned that I was having a few problems finding dihydrogen gel. Well, I actually came across 2 traders, so I've got a great big pile of dihydrogen gel now. What I don't have is a lot in the way of tritium now, so I need someone to sell me some tritium. So we're just going to get in here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so it's saying the Atlas station. Oops. Is Nigahal. So first contact. Atlas interface discovered. So we haven't reached the end yet, because when we get to the last one, we no longer see the ball, I think. It's a long time since I've done the Atlas path. Of course, the first thing we're going to do is... Oh, we've got to learn the Atlas word for B. Actually getting Atlas words now. It's interesting. It'd be really good though if there was actually a use for the Atlas language. You never know, maybe sometime in the future Hello Games will expand that role of Atlas. I mean, it'd be really great if somehow Atlas was tied up with the living ships and they introduced a new race in the form associated with the living ships. And maybe that the race has a symbiotic relationship with their ships, and the Atlas is tied in with it as well. I mean, that'd be really great, especially if there was like special planets where that was like organic planets where you had the life forms congregating. certainly getting a lot more words on here, but they're all Atlas words. So we just come down here. Grab that, grab that. And the Atlas word for do. It's do it. Yeah, just oops, life support 50%. Oops, I must have missed one over here. Gonna go and get him. Oh well, wasn't a word there. While I'm at it, or thinking about it. I actually went back to one of my bases to pick up some extra oxygen. Got the Atlas word for eyes. Two more. We're not getting any words. Never mind. Oh, got the last one. And the Atlas word for fear. And away we go. Unity. Bring us Sublani Kenu. You are Calvary. Right. What is learned can never be unlearned. I am afraid that I have seen too much. There are glimpses, half-remembered visions of a time before time. I see the birth of the first star. I see the things that dwelt within it, the eyes that watched. I see what the Atlas saw at the moment of its activation. Atlas stones are not stones. The station is not a station. I am not what I think I am. I am not even sure that I exist. The Atlas does not care. The Atlas demands its... I can't pronounce that in repetition. Its repetition subliminal. Now, the Atlas stones is a reference to the first Atlas path, where rather than having a single stone, you collected a great big pile of stones. Okay, submit, curiosity, and above. I silence my fears and renew my dedication to the path. Only the voyage matters. The destination calls me. So we've now got a new formula. Thank you, game. I mean, I've got cadmium somewhere. I thought I had more cadmium than that. Or did I store it away in one of my vaults? Well, I'm pretty sure I can call up the freighter and we can use the... I'm pretty sure I've got cadmium stored somewhere. Or alternatively, we could scan these planets and see. Although I doubt very much we're in a red system, because the Atlas path and the initial traveler missions, and the same with black holes, they all tend to seem to stick to yellow planets, which I think is probably intentional, so that people that don't have fully enhanced hyperdrives aren't bogged down by the tritium hypercluster. Anyway. I'm just gonna pull the freighter in. Wow, that was a bit close. Now I do have 3 frigate missions out, but I don't think they're actually finished at the moment, because what I actually did while I was exploring the planet is I cached up the frigate missions I sent out on the end of the last video. I didn't get much for them. It was mainly credits, and then what I did is I sent out another 3 missions, and I haven't actually had a notification to say that they are finished. Now I've got absolutely no idea what's in what vault, so we're gonna have to go through the vaults. You can go there. You can see how much dihydrogen gel that I've got, and if not, we'll have to go to a red system. You can see how much oxygen I've got as well, because I've stocked up all the oxygen. I do need to sort these vaults out, because I mean, you can see I've got piles of junk in here. Nope. What I could do is rearrange them by storage and colour. There we are. There's the cadmium. You don't need that much. I knew I'd have some cadmium in here somewhere. And you can get back to the high capacity because that's what I'm keeping you at the moment. So we got state phasia. I don't think we can. What we're going to have to do is do another one to get the final point. Be sure. What we got here captured now. But that's the first step in the process. Antimatter. Yep. Actually, I think what we can do is. Oh, I can actually come and check these out. Or what I can do also is check these out. I put these out as a test because I watched a video and someone was saying that you can put these up on your freighter, but they tell you that they need power, but they don't need power, and it's true actually because I've just harvested some. And what we can do is put the cadmium back in here, so I don't have to lug it around with me. I've got plenty of time, so I think what I'm going to do now is really need some upgrades for my living ship, but that would be the subject of a future video. And what we're going to do is get into Darkstar. Just have a check what's the fuel situation. Gold, I'm not sure why we got gold and platinum in here. 6 gold nuggets. See how badly damaged this ship is becoming. Should have really. I need to repair it, but it just seems a bit pointless, to be honest, because I repair it and then I go through a black hole and it gets damaged. And let's just call the Nexus in. Because if we do a black hole jump towards the center of the galaxy, I can then do another Atlas path, so we can combine black holes and Atlas paths. Oh, we've got hostiles coming in. So here we go. We'll just go and say hello to Polo. And I want a black hole, please. And out we go. Let's move away from here. Yep. Yep, thank you. Yeah, I don't want an Atlas station. Black hole. Wow. One's going to be quite some distance away. And this is a Gex system with 6 planets. Okay. I wanted to call in the freighter. The reason I'm calling the freighter in is to mark the black hole. It just makes it a little bit easier to find it. Actually looks quite an intriguing system. I mean, it's 6 planets. What have we got here? It's a nice planet. I think we'll go to the space station. When I've been doing black holes recently, I haven't bothered going to the space station. But one thing I've noticed is that if you don't go to the space station, it doesn't seem to show up on the teleporters. Even though it's listed in your discoveries, when you go in the teleporters, it doesn't show up. So if it's a system you're not particularly interested in, well, fair enough. Don't bother. But if it's a system you may want to come back to, which a 6-planet system is possible, it pays to come into the space station and just check it out. Seeing right here, somebody posted a comment about saying that the Pilgrim was a load of rubbish. I just want to check to see what the kind of tech upgrades you get for Exocraft. Installable upgrade for Norton, so they're ship specific. Although that one doesn't seem to be Exocraft mounted. Some are, some aren't. Interesting. How am I off for fuel? Warp fuel. Not brilliant, but I think I've got spare warp fuel in here. Yep. I really should make some warp fuel and put it into the Dark Star, because when I'm actually jumping forward all the time, it does. Of course, because I'm here, we're just going to go and see if we can pick up some more missions. Transmissions. Take a photo of the desert world. We'll take that. Collect autonomous positioning unit. Kill 3s. Okay. Cryo pumps 2. I'm actually going to take that, because what I've actually been doing, and I've actually forgotten a little bit about it on my travels. Hello, you look handsome. Is I've got a mission to find a spark generator. Is it a spark canister or part? I think it might be a spark canister. Let me just check. Although we've got to find the mission first. I think this might be it. Yeah, spark canister. What's the price on this? Minus 14. Yep, I was going to take that. Source the item for client. Okay. Target outside local system. Consult galaxy map. I think I've just cooked my goose. Right, let me just mark this up. Rename. This is the system we're in, isn't it? X, rename. I'm just going to tag you as for black hole. Accept. And what we're going to have to do now is just find a current mission. Okay, it's not that far away. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. E.g. Nom. And this looks like a pretty popular system as well. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, we're going to fight this. I can find some hostiles. Yes. Are you a hostile? You, anyone else? Another one down there. Out range. Yeah, I'm not worried about escaping. I'm after you. And I shouldn't be really doing this in the Black Star, because this is not a ship for the job. Whoops, I just crashed into the freighter. Right, yeah, on the other side. Where are you? He's very close to the freighter. In fact, he's just flown through the freighter and I've just crashed into it. Come away from the freighter. I don't want to hit the freighter. I think he's flying in the freighter, isn't he? that's annoying. Like this. Okay. Let's come outside the freighter. Okay, comms established. Something, fighter, yes. End communication. Navigational data received. Yes! This is where I fly into here and find I cannot afford this ship. I mean, it's not exactly the freighter I want, but it's going in the right direction. So, there we go. He barks out loud. Inspect freighter. Compare. Here we go. So this is a 34 slot. I can exchange it for 121 million. Ooh, and it's an A class as well. Right, I'm going to decline. I'll be right back because I think it Staff who pointed out where's Dark Star. Oh, that was Dark Star. It's not. Right. So we're just going to get out here. Just call the... Yes, I know. Thank you. What I'm going to do is we're going to go over to my big freighter over here. There it is there. Jump in new. Now, the first thing I'm going to need to do is take you. Take you. I actually put some. Oh, wrong one, wrong side. Yeah, take you. I actually put an extra room in up here. In fact, I put an extra couple of rooms in up here. Oops, after. Take you. Pull you back here. Pull you back here. We have to pull out these storage rooms. All this work I did put in the storage out and taking it all apart again. No, we can take that off. Of course, I'm assuming this won't mess up my frigate missions. Well, we'll cross that bridge when the time comes. I'm just going to take out you, take out you, take out you. Leave this in just at the moment because I did put some extra space in up here, so of course we have to take down the planters and back off a bit. I mean, I could probably loot out even more of this freighter, but I think there might be a limit to how much you can do. I better make sure I don't trap myself. Retreat this way. And just keep pulling this back. Of course, we've got that room, that room. Oh, thank you. Starship. 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 And we'll just... Oops, I missed one. This better be worth it. If not, it's going to be embarrassing. Take that and take that. I mean, I could probably take out more, but I think that would be no point being too greedy. Where's Dark Star? Whoops. Jump at the Dark Star. Save. And freighter, you better be there. If you've cleared off, I'm going to be very upset. There it is. Oops. Always gets a bit of a fright when that happens. I mean, it's just occurred to me every time I say I'm going to keep something for a long time. This is like, this is going to be my permanent base. This freighter I'm going to keep for some time. Something always crops up and says, "Well, you to give me a reason not to keep it." I'm just going to come up here. Hello. I think my current ship is a Bikini one, isn't it? Right. From here. Inspect freighter. Repair. And it's 121 million. And of course we're going to transfer everything over. And we are going to exchange. Yes. Welcome aboard my new freighter. And first things first, we better get some command rooms back in. I'm not exactly too sure what's going to happen to my frigate missions if I don't have a... I'm just going to drop you in there. Drop you in there. And one in there. We'll put another one in there. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it for the moment, because I've now got, I think it was 2 missions kicked off. Let me just check. I don't know if I sent out 2 or 3 missions. I think it was just, it was 3 missions. I'm not going to get tied up in doing anything else to these right at the moment. And I have no ships in here at the moment. I think what we've got to do is go and move the freighter somewhere else. But first thing I want to do is we're going to just jump in here. I want to go and complete that Spark mission down there. So we've got to go and deliver the goods. We're going... Oops. So just going to go deliver the mission, the goods. So we've got an ice planet here. Just come here. Delivery box pair accessing. Deliver 1 spark canister. Deliver a processing success. Deliver demo. Okay. Have a quick look. I just want to see whether you're tritium for sale. Okay, return to mission agent. Well, I want to go back there anyway. First thing I want to do is just see if any of these have got some more. Hey. Stop walking away from me. See if you've got any buy items. I'm looking. No. We'll pick up that starship fuel. And while we're here, just grab this. Navigation data. And send you to the high capacity. And we got another microprocessor. Right, what we got to go back to the we've got to go back to the space station to complete the mission. And pick up the Atlas part. And whoops. And you can go to the high capacity. Already got the Corvax casing. Done it again. I'm being a bit too quick for the game. Yep, thank you. I'm gonna. Wow. Right, jump into Dark Star. And just get up here. Make sure we've got space. No, my inventory is full. Starship. Actually, nope. Not Starship. Not on board freighter. Oh, because of course I haven't got the tech anymore. That's annoying. Forgot about that. Never mind, hand in missions. And we got 2 superconductors. Thank you, game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put in the tech on the freighter again. Kill 2 predators. Yes, we'll take that. Collect 50 cactus plant. Nope. Collect 1 lubricant. Nope. Right, let's just come here. So we got to go back to Ennis Ebal. There it is there. Yep. See, this time when you land, it's got the it gives you the name that you've used, and this is something you've got to be careful of when you're using the teleporters. I'm not sure whether that actually changes eventually, or it's just the fact that you've got to like log out and come back with a new session. Right. Now the problem is always trying to find the black hole. Where is it? That's the reason why I marked it with my freighter, but of course the freighter isn't. There it is. What we're going to do now is we're going to go for the black hole because I want to complete the cycle so that everything stays in sync with my records. So we're just going to dive through the black hole. And in we go. So we're on a Gex system, 3 planets, 1 moon. And we've jumped 920. And there goes some more of my technology. Just to show you here. This ship is becoming a total wreck. Maybe I will need to repair it because I'm just now down to... I mean, it's only a matter of time before I lose the photon cannons as well. So, Right, the next thing I need to do is I'm just going to go and check the distance. So we're now 463,790 light years. Apologies for any background noises, but I'm keeping a diary of my black hole jumps. Right, we have to dive in here first, because this ship is in no way in a fit condition to go on a one-to-one basis. In fact, I took a great risk on fighting that battle with this ship, but seeing that freighter just threw all thoughts of safety to the wind. And seeing we're here, we'll just go up and check the missions, and then see what you got, Mr. Geck. And I come up here, browse missions, damage, kill one quad, we'll take that. Raid planetary depot, feed 9 creatures, yes. Do that. And pirates, okay. Ooh. Well, there's no point me looking at ships, I'm broke. In fact, I'm completely broke, I think. Oh no, I've got 24 million left. And what I want to do now is just go and out into space. And what's that planet there? Freezing planet. Obviously cold planets are a feature of this part. Come on. Why can't I summon my freighter? And we got a nice new spiffy freighter. And hopefully all my ships are going to be on board now that I've resummoned it. If I've lost all my ships, I'm going to be a little bit miffed. There we are, there's a living ship, there's Wanderlust the Fourth. Of course we've got Laughing Gnome. Actually, I'm not sure I'm going to keep them this ship, because I've just realised I've got 6 ships. Get distracted, let me just see. Freighter, technology, got lots. Can I store? Okay, we need wiring looms and sodium diodes and antimatter. Okay. And I need to clear up my inventory. Sodium diodes are will be okay. Need wiring looms. Whoops. Sodium diodes are not a problem. And probably not, the antimatter shouldn't be a problem either. So I need the wiring looms. Apologies, I've just had to stop to take a phone call. But upon the positive side, it gave me a bit of time to think, and I think it's time to cull one of these ships. I think it's going to be this one here, because I really want a spare slot in case I find something else that's really good, or another living ship or something like that. But first, I think I'm going to have to do is we have to make some space here. So I think we're just going to have a bit of a general dump up onto the freighter. You can always pull it all back later on. You can go to the high capacity. You can definitely go to the freighter because that's tritium. We're going to need to make some space if we're going to scrap the ship. You can put you into there. You can start the process of becoming something useful. That probably needs to be sold. Probably sell the thing. How many? Wow, I've got 17 microprocessors. That can probably go to the freighter. That can go. Right. I think that should. Okay. Brand new freighter, and I've already filled up the inventory. Never mind. Right, so hopefully that will give me enough space to go to the space station and sell this ship off. It'll also give me some augmentations which I can use on my other ships. I think this is only a C class, but might not get any augmentations for this. I mean, truthfully, now that living ships are out, I don't really need 2 fighters. Of course, after I do this, Hello Games will announce that they're going to give us extra fighters. So never mind. Right. Sorry, Speedy Sailor. That's it, Speedy Star Sailor. Sorry, Speedy Star Sailor, but you've got to go. Claim scrap. Phones deployed. Ah! You see that change? That's cool. Hey, what have we got here? A whole pile of fairly rubbishy Starship module upgrades. We can get rid of those straight away. So we're just going to come in here and purchase up modules, sell. And we got that there. Okay. Well, we're not going to get much out of it, but never mind. It had to go. Sell off this. And once useful springs. Runaway mold. Sell off the spool of nano cables. Sell the Corvax. Oh, the price is even worse here for the super command -4, 11.4. Cryo pumps are +5. Okay, we'll sell the cryo pumps this time. At least it's in the positive, but keep the superconducting for the moment. And we need to buy some wiring looms. What we get? About 18 of them. What we got here? Sulfur optical solvent. 5-dimensional torus. Interesting. Right. Wiring looms can go to the high capacity. Ah, can have as many more that. That should allow. So, yeah. Back in the laughing gnome. Must admit, I am like, this is my type of ship, to be honest. Looks almost like all the frigates are back as well. The other thing I like about these freighters is it's so easy to be able to get to the landing point. You don't have to navigate around masts and other bits of superstructure like some of the other freighters. You can just sweep straight in. Okay. Right, freighter. I'll bring you back to the starship. Bring you back to the starship. Bring you back to the starship. And what I need to do now is, oops, no, we will need to install tech, don't we? So I need here, so I need 3 sodium diodes and 5 what we call it, sodium diodes, and should be no problem. Or is it 5 antimatter? The antimatter may be a little bit more of a challenge. Nope. So, and I think we'll just install that up here. What's the betting it's meant to be in my exosuit? Right, we've got the most crucial bit of technology installed. Quite interested in the fact that that has to be in the items have to be in the exosuit. I mean, logically, I would have thought it should have been in the freighter, but never mind. The game knows best. I'm not going to argue with it. Ionized cobalt, I think that can go in the high capacity. I'm going to have to sort this mess out a little bit. We've got some, well, platinum could go in the high capacity as well. Hey, go away. Why are you telling me that I've got nothing that's finally faded? Anyway, I think I've probably done enough for this part. Apologies for the disjoint nature. That is No Man's Sky. You set out to do one thing and you end up doing something totally different. I think it's well worth it. I've got a nice new freighter, and probably what I'm going to need to do is fix up Dark Star. I've got a spare slot for my... should I find another ship? We've done a black hole, and I didn't finish the Atlas Path, but that will be something for the future. And what I will do off camera is carry on searching for a base location, because I'm not going to change planets from that perspective. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.